In order to truly be in a position to hustle your hardest day in and day out, it's not enough to only avoid, or at least cut down on the booze and weed. You also, especially as you grow older, need to proactively try to preserve your body. The best way you can do that is through eating right and working out. My diet is pretty straightforward. I avoid carbs and processed foods whenever I can, and focus on eating as many whole foods and veggies as possible. I'm not really a breakfast guy, so just a smoothie or protein shake of some sort will do. For lunch, it's usually a salad. If I'm eating out for dinner, which is hard to avoid for me, I'll order something like a chicken and lettuce wrap or a steak with asparagus. Maybe it's not the most exciting diet, but it's simple enough that I'm able to follow a version of it almost every day. And it features ingredients that are on most American or European menus. Consistency and availability are important when you spend a lot of time on the road, dealing with this constant temptation to cheat. While I may cheat on my diet from time to time, I'm absolutely religious about working out. No matter how late I may have stayed at the studio or club the night before, I'm going to hit the gym the next morning. Sometimes I switch up gyms. I actually have memberships to 2 near my apartment, just so things don't get repetitive or feel stagnant. If I'm on the road, I'll hit the gym in my hotel or rent a private studio. Doesn't matter if I'm jet lagged or having trouble adjusting to time zones or not sleeping well because I missed my own bed. No excuses, I'm still getting that workout in. Most days I'll do a session with my trainer that might include non-weight work like push-ups, pull-ups, jumping rope, sledgehammer swings, and hitting heavy bag. Then once my training session is over, I'll stick around the gym and hit some weights on my own. My go-to routine is lifting light weights with very short breaks for rest between sets. That helps get me toned and get a cardio workout at the same time. If I'm preparing for a film role where I have to look really cut, then I'll also work with the heavy weights to add bulk. If I'm trying to lose weight for a role or photo shoot, I'll incorporate running into my routine. Generally, I try to go between 3 and 4 miles per run. If I'm at home, I'll usually work out on a treadmill or in the gym. But if I'm on the road, a lot of times I'll go jogging on the streets around my hotel. It's a good way for me to get outside without attracting too much attention. There have been times when my fans have been lining up outside of hotels waiting to see me, and I've jogged right past them without anyone recognizing me. They're all expecting me to pull up in the limo, not jog past them in sweatpants and a hoodie. Unlike a lot of people, I don't look to caffeine to enhance my energy. Coffee has never really been my thing, and you won't find me knocking down Diet Cokes during the day, though I do enjoy ginger ale with my salad. I get my energy from working out, and that hour or 2 in the morning carries me through the rest of the day. Working out is not only good for my health, but it's a critical business tool as well. I absolutely do some of my clearest thinking in the gym. I'm not looking at my phone or being distracted by calls or someone walking into my office with questions. The time in the gym gives me a chance to think about everything in front of me for the day. Instead of coming into the office, wiping sleep out of my eye and feeling scatterbrained, when I get in, I'm already feeling fully in control, energized and mentally prepared. It's the only way to show up at the office if you want to make things happen. One aspect of my lifestyle where I know I need to improve is getting as much sleep as possible. When I'm locked in on a project, I do become that robot. I can go 18 hours straight and barely feel fatigued. I love to know that I'm outworking my competition, but I also realize that I need to find a way to make sleep a bigger priority. Like a lot of Nas fans, I got gassed up when I heard him rhyme, "I never sleep, 'cause sleep is the cousin of death." It sounded so deep and mysterious that a lot of people began to associate staying up all night and burning the candle at both ends with the hustler's lifestyle. I contributed to that misconception for many years. I used to say things like sleep is for broke people, or I don't like to sleep because I might miss the opportunity to turn a dream into a reality. The basic motivation behind these messages was correct, that you have to be willing to hustle harder than your competition if you want to win. But I shouldn't have connected hustling harder to sleeping less. In recent years, I've learned that some of the most successful people out there are also big sleepers. Amazon's Jeff Bezos says he prioritizes sleeping 8 hours every night because it makes his thinking much clearer. Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg also makes getting enough sleep a priority, saying that staying up all night might help you get more things done in the moment, but in the long term, proves to be very counterproductive because it makes people anxious, irritable, and confused. It's a strategy echoed by former Google CEO Eric Schmidt, who says the real secret is the most successful people have awareness of what their body needs and sleep whenever necessary. I'm trying to learn from those leaders and adjust my approach. Maybe I could get away with skimping on sleep when I was younger, especially because I don't drink or smoke. But now I understand it's a shortcut I can't take anymore. One way I tried to improve my approach was by going to sleep around midnight every Saturday night. Then I allow myself to sleep late on Sunday, till around 9 or 10, since it's the one day I never have anything scheduled in the morning. My goal moving forward is to get those 9 hours in another 2 or 3 times a week. I'm confident if I can get those extra hours in, I'm going to be even more productive than I already am. Good luck to my competition keeping up. A lot of the steps I'm prescribing in this chapter, sobriety, working out, eating right, and getting enough sleep, can feel very daunting if they're not currently a part of your lifestyle. Don't let that deter you. I'm a firm believer that no matter how formidable they might feel, there are very few negative habits you can't break in 30 days. Whenever I'm trying to improve an aspect of my life, 30 days is the goal I set for myself. And I've always been able to meet my goal in that time frame.